Elephant certificate programs in HR and learning and development. We know that when you're at university, you learn the theory that underpins a lot of HR and learning. But the problem is, how can you learn what really happens in real life? And academics often haven't worked in HR, they haven't worked in L&D, they don't know how it works in the real world. So how can you focus on actually what are the practical skills and techniques and tools that actually work? That's why we developed the Elephant Certificate programs to actually teach you practical on-the-job skills so that you can actually solve challenges that you have on the job and grow your skills at the same time. We have the Certificate in HR Fundamentals, the Certificate in HR Operations, HR Management and HR Business Partnering, and the Certificate in Learning and Development. How they work is all of them comprise of workshops or conferences that you can attend. There are also recorded webinars that you can watch on your phone, on your laptop, wherever you are, and then following the webinar, there is an assignment. And these have a number of case studies and questions for you to answer to really test your thinking around these different topics, but also to review what you do in your current company, where your skills are, where you think you can improve, what the challenges are in the case studies, and what your answers might be. You then get coaching and feedback. So we come back to you and actually review your assignment and come back to you and let you know if you've answered the assignment with a pass, you've well answered the things you've answered well, any suggestions of things you might think about next. And if you haven't answered questions very well, you haven't really thought things through, you've missed some things out, we come back and ask you some more questions and give you some ideas so that you can rewrite and rethink and really hone your skills in those areas. There are also online assessments as well as part of the certificates which you need to go and test your knowledge and skills on. So the Certificate in HR Fundamentals is if you're new to HR or you're just getting into HR. It covers employment law, it covers communication skills, recruitment and selection. It covers when you're offering employment, often as an HR administrator or coordinator, you're not writing employment agreements, but you're putting the packs together. How do you induct and onboard people? What are the skills around writing HR policies? And how do you establish yourself when you're new to HR and haven't got very much experience? Certificate in HR Operations, again, focuses on communications, but more around how do you put a communications plan together, recruitment strategies and attracting candidates, writing HR policies. In New Zealand, you'll also cover employment law, restructuring and disciplinary procedures. There's modules on advising managers, remuneration and reward, talent management, building culture. So they're a step above the sort of fundamental areas of HR. These are the things that you're starting to advise managers on and becoming involved in as an HR advisor or consultant in an operational role. When you move up to an HR management role, you're often responsible for making sure programs are in place in your company. So the certificate covers performance reviews, competencies, development planning, wellness programs, HR analytics and metrics, how to deal with things like bullying, and how to build culture. And then you've got some optional modules you can choose depending on which areas you specialise in your HR management role. And then HR business partners. So the modules here are around HR planning and strategy, complex employment relations issues, settlements, personal grievances, mediation, how to lead a change project successfully, how to engage your managers in HR, because really as a business partner you need to actually get your managers engaged to be part of your culture. Building culture and also business acumen. As an HR business partner, it's not just an HR role, you need to understand business basics and how they work. And then there are some optional modules that you can choose to do, again, depending on the focus of your HR business partner role. If you're in a learning and development role, the certificate covers the foundations of understanding different types of learning, how to put a learning strategy in place, do a training needs analysis, instructional design, how to develop learning materials, use technology, manage a learning function, build online or e-learning modules, and how to build a learning culture. These are some of the things that people completing the certificates have said. I'm most proud of completing the assignments. I was very nervous going back to school. I felt quite exposed submitting assignments to be marked as I haven't done this in a long time. I understand now that I was given an opportunity to fail in a safe environment without judgment. You do have to pass each assignment, however the feedback and coaching will actually help with areas that you haven't demonstrated the thinking or the skills in, and to help you grow those areas. The information provided was just so informative, and then being able to actually apply that knowledge through the case studies is just fantastic and really helped to bed in the information. In addition, I've gone back to the information many times already to make sure I'm on the right track. The webinars, the printable slides, the case studies, the feedback, the workshop, these have been so thoroughly helpful for each and every topic. If you'd like to find out more about the certificate programs, you can visit elephanthrtraining.com and then choose which country you're based in. Elephant was founded in New Zealand but has launched in the UK and the USA, and also trains people in HR from Australia, from Singapore, the Pacific Islands and Canada. We hope you find that the certificate programs teach you the practical skills around how you actually do HR and learning in the real world.